Hi, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner. Any of the above are perfectly fine with me. This will be an update for my deck of panning, Project Pan, which was created by Emily from emilynmax. She makes so many really cool projects, so definitely check her out. She'll be in my bio. And just long story short, this is a rolling style project pan where you pick items based on a prompt board that corresponds to a deck of cards. And I do have a rollout this time, only one, but it's fine because that means I still get to draw a card. And I will get started with the video. Not the video, the video already started. I'll get started with the update. So my first item is actually my rollout. This is the item that's been in the project for the longest out of all the other items, and it's for the prompt affordable, I believe, and it's my L'Oreal True Match super blendable powder in the shade W6 Sun Beige. And last time I had repressed this, or two updates ago I repressed this, but I actually added product from another foundation, two other foundations, because I like messed up the alcohol ratio, and then I needed to like balance out the two different colors with the ones that I was adding. So there was like not so much extra powder, but enough extra powder that I added to make it like push it back another update, because I should have, there was like barely any left when I repressed it, so it shouldn't have taken me 2 months. But anyway, I'm really rambling right now. It's like midnight. Here it is. As you can see, it's gone. And I've had this done for like over a week now, maybe like 10 days now. This is like the night of the 22nd. It might be the 23rd already, I don't know. But yeah, that's done. I already bought a replacement. I didn't need to because I have like 3 other powders that I still have to get through, but there was a sale at Target and it feels weird not having one of these because this is my favorite powder foundation that's still being made today, so I always like to have one just in case. Sometimes it's not in stock at Target, so I never want to be without, even though that's dramatic. So at the end I'll be drawing a card for that. I'm really trying hard to look, I always look at myself because I'm used to looking at someone when I talk, but I'm trying to look at the spot that I know would make me look at you, the audience. So, oh sorry, my nails are ugly. So I'm really trying because I'm terrible at that. So if I'm like pausing or acting awkward, it's because I'm trying to make myself focus on a random dot in my background. But speaking of these nails, I'm wearing this color yellow for a different project, and I've had this for like 6 days now, so they really don't look good, but I have gotten so many compliments on my nails. Every single time I've worn the yellow polish, I get so many compliments, which is weird because I feel like this is one of the least flattering nail colors on me. It kind of matches my shirt, but I guess it's like a big hit. I'm not gonna keep wearing it though. I hit my goal already. The next prompt was phone a friend. My hair is so frizzy no matter how much product I put in it. Anyway, phone a friend, and my friends chose for me to pan an eyeliner, so I picked a black one since I was already panning a brown one. And this is the this wasn't a full size, it was like one of those like half size free gift with purchase things that Urban Decay sometimes puts in their orders. But this is their 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade 0, which is their standard black, and my goal is to finish this. Here's where I am. Oh, sorry, I'm blocking my face. I know you don't care about my face, but it always changes the lighting, which is weird for me. But here is where I am right now, and I'm making slow progress since I tend to wear brown eyeliner more often because well, it's not summer anymore, but in the spring and summer it's just like a a more like warm season friendly color, so progress had been slow. But now that I'm wearing a lot more cool tones and summer is over, I'm sure I'll finish this in no time, but it doesn't matter because the project is ending soon anyway. I'll definitely be able to finish this before the end of the project because there's still 3 more, well, not 3 more updates, 3 more months to work on this, and the pencil is, you know, of course not going to get to the very bottom because after a certain point you can't sharpen it anymore. So I would say I wouldn't be surprised if I finish this in 2 months, but I don't want to jinx myself, so I'll just say definitely by the end of the project. And I actually have another one of these, the exact same thing that came in a Sephora order as another free gift with purchase or something. And that one, this one was slightly older. I think it was like maybe made 6 months before, according to the batch code. So I really want to get started on the other one because this took me longer than I expected to finish, and I want to get started on the other one while I'm still wearing black eyeliner. Next product, very, very slow moving again. That was for the prompt matte, so I picked my Bite Beauty Power Move Creamy Matte Lip Crayon in the shade Calvados, and I said I wanted to finish it because this is my very favorite formula of lip crayons, and I'm really sad that they're discontinued. The whole brand is discontinued, but I'm sad that you can't get these anymore, and I was like, I want to use these up as soon as possible because I had a bunch. Like all of the dark ones that I bought, like the very dark brown ones, they already expired on me before I even started using them. So and that was probably to do with the formula because maybe something about the darker pigment made them go bad earlier. But regardless, I do want to try to finish these before they go bad because I want to be able to appreciate them, and I figured summer was the best time to try to finish one of these because if you wear these every day, they do go by very quickly. There's not like tons of product in here, but I don't wear this every day. My everyday shade was the other one that I'm panning in Partners in Cream, and that is Hard Cider, which is the cooler tone version of this pretty much. And that one has barely any left, so I have been using that one. But this one, I just haven't been using that often. I'm wearing it right now, and I have it on top of the Too Faced liquid lipstick, the dark red. That's how I've been wearing it the past few times I've worn this, and I really like the combination because it makes a color that I don't really have in any of my other lipsticks, surprisingly. I have so many. But it makes this unique color that I don't really have. It's much more everyday friendly, and that just makes it easier to wear. I can't speak. I'm a little loopy, it's late, but it makes it easier to wear with bolder eye looks. I'm not wearing a super bold eye look. You can't even really see what I'm wearing right now because the light is washing it out. I'll try to take a picture and like post it somewhere in this video, but hopefully that means, I don't know if I'm gonna finish this by the end of the project, to be honest, but hopefully I'll at least get a lot more progress than I had been making on this before with this lip combination. I can still wear it alone or like with a lip liner or something, but I tend to reach for other products over this if I'm just wearing it alone. So I think the rest of my uses on this liquid lipstick, or at least for the most part, I'm just gonna wear this lip combo, as the kids say these days. I forgot to show you the mark on the paper. It's pretty much the same as every other month. Here's where it is now. That's it. The next item I had in was the Sephora lip liner to go in the shade Deep Beige, and that was for the prompt lip product. But when I took it out to use it, I got a whiff of something terrible, and it was the lip liner. And so I threw it out immediately, and I was gonna replace it with just a different shade of that, because I think total I had like 3 of them. I blind bought a bunch of them because they're so cheap and they're on sale. I was just trying to find like my perfect lip liner shade. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. But I was just gonna replace it with another one of those, and I found that 2 out of the 3 had a disgusting smell, and the third one, while it didn't smell bad, I bought it at the exact same time as the others, so I felt like it was bound to go off any day now, and I didn't want to like waste my time trying to pan something if, you know, I didn't even like the color that much and it was just gonna go bad, and I didn't want to chance it. So I'm changing the lip product. I'm gonna keep the prompt, and I'm replacing it with my NYX Shape Loud Duo lip product. And this is, I don't know if these are made anymore. I got this a few years ago, and it's a double-sided lip product. I think they're like supposed to go together. When I bought this, I thought it was just 2 lip liners in one, and you definitely can use it that way, but I think you're supposed to like line your lips with the dark brown side, and then because like you can't tell, but like this part is thin in there and it actually looks like a lip liner, and this side is like chubbier, but they're both kind of skinny, so I just like have been using them as a lip liner or to fill in my entire lip. It literally doesn't matter, so I don't know why I'm talking about it. Point is, I'm going to replace that with the lip liner, the brown side of this product, and I marked it on a piece of paper, as I haven't used it since like last year, I think, so I'm gonna need to like sharpen it, but I just marked it like from the bottom of the entire product, since it's like a double-ended, so you don't really have a bottom. So that's where we are now. I'm going to try to finish up this side completely, and then maybe next year if I feel like it, I'll try to finish up the red side. I almost never wear red lips, so that will be kind of a challenge. But for now, hopefully I'll be able to get started on this pretty soon. I'm panning another dark brown lipstick. Spoiler alert, I only have 1 more use left on that lipstick, so I'll just continue using this in the way that I was using that, filling in my entire lip, and also probably using this as a lip liner. If I need one, I'll just make this like my go-to lip liner. So yeah, that's what I'm replacing the other lip liner with. And the last prompt that I had in last time was for the prompt out of control category. So I chose my eyeshadow palettes, because after lip products, eyeshadow palettes is definitely the category that is most out of hand. I counted yesterday, and I have, including my Z palette with singles, I have 59 eyeshadow palettes, including my trios. Which is ridiculous. No one needs that many eyeshadow palettes. I have a problem. So the palette that I chose was my Sigma Ivy palette, and I'm holding it like this so the light doesn't hit it and blind you. But my goal for this beautiful palette was to use it no pan left behind style, and so far I've only used 2 shades. I used this shade Bourbon, which looks like a brown in the camera, but it's a dark purple. It's like a deep grape purple. I cannot describe things very well. And I also used this shade Mead, and that's like a pale dusty pink, and I actually combined this with the gray shade in a different palette that I'm panning, because this like doesn't really show up at all, and then I also don't like wearing grays on myself, so I combined them and it made a really beautiful mauve color. And I put like a different purple ish shadow on top as like a topper, so I'll post another picture of what that looked like. I had it on my Instagram too, but I'll just post it here too. And I really liked how that turned out, so if I ever need to pan for whatever reason, if I need to like use these shades, I'll use them together again because they came out really beautifully and it was like a perfect mauve tone for my skin tone. So yeah, I still have 7 shades left and I'm really going to try to use them by next update. It shouldn't be difficult. I feel like the hardest shade for me was that purple one, or that pink one, Mead. So all of these, the blue one, Elixir, will probably be a tough one for me because I don't really wear like super light bright blues. I like to wear darker blues, like this teal here. I know exactly how I'm gonna wear that. That's not a problem for me. But other than that, I think this palette should be really easy to use. These are all colors that I really love. That's why I bought the palette. That brings me to drawing my one card. And again, I'll be using my fancy black deck of cards, another slippery deck. So I'll fast forward through the chaos of shuffling these, but I only need one card, so hopefully that means I don't get the Joker. I am still deciding that if I get the Joker, I will put in my Milani eyeshadow primer, just because that's like super boring and it would take me the rest of the year to finish that, but hopefully I don't get the Joker. Oh, I need to take one Joker out.
So here's the Joker, and I'm going to shuffle now. By the way, the candle that's behind me is a candle that I bought like October of last year. It took me almost a year to finally finish it, but it's all done. It's just here because it smells so good. I'll leave the cap off because you can still smell it without the cap because it's so strong, but this is Woodfire Candle Company number 055 Coffee House, and it smells so good. It smells like a combination of freshly ground coffee beans, but also a latte mixed together. Like, it's the perfect balance of like the 2 different types of coffee scents. And if I can find it, I'm going to where I bought this. It was like a tiny little mom and pop shop in Virginia, Minnesota. I'm going back next month, so if I can find this again, I'm definitely gonna buy it, even though it's expensive. But that leaves me to pick out a new candle to burn. Anyway, I'm gonna cut the deck. I'm not going to show you like cutting the deck and everything, and someone's car alarm is going off. I'm not going to show you like cutting the deck, and I'm not going to do the bridge when I shuffle because that just creates problems for me. Oh, this is why I didn't film before, because I would have had this video up on time, but I was like going through it a lot. Like, I was in the trenches earlier this week, not having a good time, and then I felt a little under the weather the day I was going to film this because I started my cycle, and then 2 days ago on the 20th I was going to finally film, and then they decided to do an air show, and I live, as I mentioned before, I live a few blocks from where they like station the jets on the base, so you literally wouldn't have been able to hear me talk, even with all my windows shut, because that's how loud the jets are when they take off. So I wasn't able to film, and then yesterday I fell asleep before I could. So yeah, it's been a struggle. Anyway, I'm going to pick my one card, and then I'll go get the item because I've been talking for way too long now.
4 of Hearts. Okay, let's see what that is. All right, that car alarm keeps going off, and it's been like 5 minutes since I turned this video off, so I think someone's like just lost and trying to find their car, because other than that I don't know why someone's car alarm keeps going off. But I picked my item, and the prompt for the 4 of Hearts was dethroned, and it didn't have a description as far as I could see, like in the list of descriptions, so I hope I'm doing this correctly, but I assume it's like an item that was like once a favorite or something, and it's been dethroned by something else, and that you pick the one that was dethroned. So I don't really have many dethroned items because for the most part my favorites tend to stay my favorite. The only one that I can think of is like an old favorite perfume, but I'm already panning those in my year-long project pan. So I went back and looked at my eyeshadow palette tag that I made at the beginning of last year, 2022. And one of the prompts was your favorite palette of the previous year, 2021. And this was my favorite palette of 2021, my I Love Bloom palette from Sephora. And I still do really love this palette, but I was thinking this is what it looks like, by the way. This was not my favorite palette of 2022. Even though I still love it, I wasn't reaching for it. I did reach for this a lot actually, but that's because this is my go-to travel palette. And like it's definitely within my top 10 palettes of my entire collection. I would keep this if I had to declutter 90% of what I have. So like top 5 palettes probably. But my favorite palette of 2022, the one that I was super obsessed with, the one that I kept reaching for even when it wasn't like just all I had on vacation, was my Melt Mary Jane palette. Not this, so I should put this away. That palette is like so beautiful. I still love it even though I haven't used it this year, and that's because I lost it and I repurchased it. That's how much I love that palette. So this was dethroned as my favorite palette of the year by the Mary Jane palette. So I'm going to put this into a project, which I'm very happy about because I still absolutely love this palette so much. I already put this into a different project this year and I had a really great time working on it. So my goal for this will just be to use a no pan left behind style, which will be perfectly easy because not only do I love this, but there are only 7 shades in this palette. But I'm okay with that because I've already gotten decent use on this year and plenty of use on this in its lifetime with me. And we're nearing the end of the year. I don't want super difficult goals while I'm trying to finish up other goals. And even once I finish my goal on this, I will still continue to reach for it after that. So just use each shade at least one time and then I will be happy with that. By the way, that's not a pan in there, that's just a reflection. But that's probably the shade I've used the most out of everything in this palette. But yeah, that will be my goal for this item, and that will be the end of this update. I feel like this has been an unnecessarily long video, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.